Good evening and welcome to Gustav Making Stuff.
Hello and welcome here where I'm sitting here with this giant head I have 3D printed out on my absurdly large 3D printer I had invested. Anyway, so I have split it up into two parts. So you see I have a hinge on the upside there, and I have these clips that hold the whole things together quite good, because this thing is very, very tight around my head. And you see, now I'm going to take some Christmas ornament here and with some food lids here for foods that you can eat if you are in a late stage of treatment before you die. I don't really know the English words for it, but it's like some palliative treatment word, something. Anyways, I've cut on the back side here and put in these lenses from Google Cardboard because they were selling them for 10 cents a piece, so I bought 100 of them to harvest them for parts in the future, because I got a lot of good rubber bands and stuff like that. You see, I've glued it on the back side here. Now I'm just shaving off the top there so they will be a little bit more evenly flat, and just put them in the inside of the head like that. Because this is the scary robot, the cute robot. It's more not properly made, but it's, you know, looks more like an iPod or iPhone or whatever that company is producing nowadays. Anyway, so now you see here I'm putting this CD bulk back thing here, and just to glue it on the side, make sure that you can open it there. And also I have made some holes here, ones for making some more cool details because it looks kind of flat otherwise, and also so I can, in the lower holes there, I can actually see something, because seeing is very good unless you go into stuff and you fall over, which might have happened when we filmed with this. So you see I put like a fan in the back head there, and you see now you actually have that it looks like the head is smaller than it is because my head is small. And now you see we're gonna cut that up and put some holes for the cables to fit in there, so I can have a nice hairdo made out of cables. And you see, just put some bolts. I also put this old hard drive on the side there and put the cables there. This is just bullshit robot science here in most of it, but it's style over substance, so it will look cool. Yeah, but you see what I'm going for here. This is actually kind of an inspirational picture from one of the, in the manga of Battle Angel Alita. She actually has quite an interesting destroyed look with, except for all the cables and stuff that she has in their head. On that picture is like 40s stuff, which is not more than at all, because it was a long time ago. Anyway, you see here I have 3D printed some tits, which I have now made for the chest plate, made of a female chest. There's a yoke somewhere there, but you see that have been put there, and it probably have gave me permanent hearing loss, this machine, over time, which I'm looking into. But anyway, now you see I have this is a medical corset for people who are too much skin on their body that needs to be attached to them. I don't know what it is. So I have this suit here. It's a morph suit of a crash test dummy. So I will have some interesting, more or less human looking parts here. Except for they have this. This is a very freaky robot, if you haven't noticed by now. But anyway, so you see I took some cords and actually sewed this to the chest plate, which is basically made out of foam and duct tape only. And now we're gonna have some cool details, which is also bullshit. And this is actually the failed print tests from that chest piece there. This is also which I'm going to make the arms from, so we're gonna cut it up and use those pieces. So now you see the tit here is going to be the shoulder, and that's going to be the arm there. So it looks like a big slob of silicone. So there you see, I put all these things together here to make the upper arm piece. all of the parts are just the things that I have found, which is the kind of the point of the robot. Kind of looks like kind of homemade with basically very limited resources. And now we're going to make the arms here with a bunch of tubes. I'm going to cut out here to have some little detail with the some RAM memory there put inside. And now I'm going to cut out this part from the jugs, and we're going to make the arms. Also, I'm going to make the knees out of this, but this is the elbow part there, because they are very, very good, these jugs. Yeah, so now we're going to make a bunch of holes and actually start to, you know, attaching. It's like sewing things together, but with zip ties instead. I was thinking about keeping all the zip ties so it look a little bit like hair from a insect if you're doing close-ups on them. But anyway, now lots of bullshit cables that is going to have some kind of logical attachment to all the motors that goes into the fingers. You see, this is the Doom 2016 glove I had there put together, so in front of a good robot hand in the front there. It's a very, when you're doing like monsters and stuff like that, if you make them like kind of non-symmetrical, they actually have a more interesting look to them. So now we're just gonna cut off all these zip ties there, so to look a little bit better, like that. And also with some circuit boards and things. And now, you see, the leg here. The leg looks fantastic with all the attachments of things there, which makes it difficult to walk in, but anyway. So now I'm going to actually start making the leg here, because that was like what it looks like with all things, but now we're actually going to make it out of the different kinds of buckets and round plastic things, and that is a toy knight shield that I had lying around, and you see, and also we are going to put them all together so we can make a knee joint that you can walk in, because they are much better to walk in than other one jointed parts. So anyway, so now I'm going to cut out this front part here to actually make the knees instead. The other part was the upper part of it, but anyway. So now you see here, I'm just gonna cut things out, make it like that. It's the same thing on the elbow part, and make sure that everything fits quite well. It fits a little bit too well because it's very tight around my leg. See, there we go, and I can move my leg. And now we have the other part of the knife thing there, which I was going to put together with a foam piece there. So I hope you find this video quite interesting. It's a little bit of a hasty job here because I need to do other stuff. But anyway, check out the very cool end result here.